Good evening. It's 8 p.m. It's a Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, Paul. I really need to come up with a cooler name. Alright. Hey, last week was the last Highwayman, and I know a lot of you guys are sad it's gone. Sorry, there's only so many, and unfortunately that's going to be the case with a lot of shows that I'm going to show. The reason I can show them is because they were very short runs, and a lot of people just don't care about them anymore. So I can air them. And somebody brought it up to me. They're like, "Hey, you can always do reruns like they used to do in the day." I was like, I might mix that in. Down the road, maybe we'll do an episode that's an amalgam. You know, we'll throw a couple an old episode, a new episode, whatever. Yeah. So, I don't know. But as always, SciFridays is brought to you by Are You Game, the best comic book collectible, magic, video game. Hey, I even have laser discs right now. That's right, laser discs and VHS, because I'm all about cutting edge technology. Located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Piqua, Ohio, 45356. And you can find us on the Facebooks and the Twitters with the so. All right. I know this is gonna make a couple of you happy, a couple of you unhappy, but I've got a few more episodes of this before we run out, and that's right, Man and Machine. I don't think it's a great show, but it's not a bad show. Some people hate it, some people liked it. It is what it is. Very, very early 90s. So take that for what it is. So this is Man and Machine. This is episode 4. Water, water, everywhere. Enjoy.
Tonight on Man and Machine. How insidiously clever.
machine.
Good morning, commuters. It's a perfect day in paradise, if you don't count 3 straight years of drought. But hey, another 2-hour delay on the Vegas-Ventura freeway, so get an early start. On the pub trans front, they finally got those folks down off the monorail. Just a few broken arms and 2 days late from work, but hey. They also caught that sniper, and I smell a miniseries. Weather-wise, the drought continues, 3 years and counting, but hey, look outside. Another sunny day with no rain in sight. By the way, the skin department says it's factor 40 sunblock if you're heading outdoors today, and I take that seriously if you're not looking for a long stay in the graft unit of your local hospital. Hey, Sector 27, Bulletino. K106 has a water bonus for you starting now. Make that shower thing happen, because it's on us, the good guys. Speaking of that sun out there today, the Good Guys B-Ball squad is playing a charity game against a team of women players in the NBA next week, led by Clippers great and Bailey Muzarawa. The proceeds go to victims of ultraviolet skin disease.
I got some bonus water happening here, Cap. Make it fast, okay?
We've got a suspicious death at the Peterson estate in Zone 15. Seems a reporter has...
Fine, great. Give you all the details.
I want you here in 20, Bobby. Get moving.
Man. Hey, what a way to start a day, huh? Big crime, extra water, and a sumptuous breakfast fresh from my oven next door. Pain au chocolat et café au lait.
Merci beaucoup, Eric, but I got plans.
Yeah, how about taking me on this Dolores Peterson thing?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The body in Zone 15. It's in my publisher's swimming pool.
How come you know more than I do?
Do you think I want to write about food for the rest of my life? I've got a police radio, and I listen to it. By the way, you better hurry up if you're going to get any of that free water.
Don't water, stop!
Your shower.
It's only a few minutes. You gotta be ready. You see, the body was found in my publisher's swimming pool. So I figure if we... Man, are you aware you don't have a stove?
It's in the claws of the repo man. I got one of those big garland jobs with the built-in grill. Sort of overstepped the budget on it.
I couldn't live without my stove.
You get to freeload at every restaurant in town.
Uh-huh. And what about that Tibetan joint I took you to on the cuff? Ox with 3 sauces, tea with yak butter, huh? When did you ever eat like that?
So
Help me get off the food page. I don't belong there. And you shouldn't be drinking anything but Antarctic glacier water. It's the purest.
Mann? We're late.
Whoa, who's the babe? My partner, and don't look at her that way.
Did Claghorn call you?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I just gotta dress and...
You have a soapy residue in your hair.
Hi. I'll be riding with you today?
No, you're not. Eve, this is Eric. He's a food writer.
Journalist. Investigating this Peterson pool thing.
My neighbor, and you're not investigating anything with us.
Why not?
It's a police precinct, Eric, not a new restaurant.
I thought you would be in a better mood today, Mann. I understand you had water this morning.
It's a long story.
I would have brought donuts!
It's been a long time since we've seen a murder in Sector 15.
2 years or so. If this turns out to be murder, I guess I should tell you, you know the victim.
I do.
Afraid so.
Oh, no.
Who is he?
Barney Rothman. He was a reporter.
Was he your friend?
Yeah. No, We had a few beers together. What do we know?
Just that the gardener found him about 5:30 this morning, and the house belongs to his publisher, Dolores Peterson.
That's a familiar name.
Dolores Owens Peterson, also known as Tipper. Born 1947, married Osborne Peterson and inherited his fortune. Well known in society circles. She has extensive interests in recycling, newspapers, television networks, private penitentiaries, and the moon shuttle.
Filthy rich.
I have no data on her personal hygiene practices.
Was she at home?
I have no way of knowing.
Oh, so you don't know everything.
It would be impractical to know everything. Access time would be enormous.
Apparently she wasn't there. We're still trying to locate her. Maybe there's nothing to this.
Maybe there is. Barney Rothman was not a guy to go quietly.
I moved him up the hit list at pathology. Review the evidence file and then cover the autopsy. It's at noon.
We should handle it at my house.
Can you believe it? Barney Rothman found dead in a swimming pool. What can you tell me?
A lot of things come to mind. How'd you get in here?
I do have a newspaper ID.
Eric, you're like one of those people who watches the obituary channel trying to get a rent-controlled apartment. They're never going to switch you the news, especially after that yeast thing.
Oh, give me a break. That was one lousy typo in a bread recipe.
My Aunt Claudette worked 3 hours on that recipe. No yeast. It never rose. She was so upset I had to eat it anyway. It felt like I swallowed a medicine ball.
Ma'am, no offense to your family, but food recipes are merely an analogy for chemical equations. Aunt Claudette could have noticed the imbalance caused by a lack of leavening agents.
Right. What she said.
Hey, you don't have to know about chemistry or analogies to be a great cook. You just have to be from Louisiana.
Fine. I will vouch for the fact that you're a great cook. You're a wonderful cook. Now, would you please let me in on this case?
Look, there are strict rules against civilian involvement. Couldn't break my perfect record of adherence to departmental regulations.
Where are you going?
Eve's house.
Let's take my car.
Eve's works fine.
Mine's faster.
I don't think speed is really at issue here, Eric. What Mann really wants to say is you're unwanted.
Can't believe you said that. What he really wants to say is, you're unwanted.
Well, that was what you meant, was it not?
Yeah, but when you're ditching somebody, you gotta remember their feelings. You can't just say you're unwanted. You gotta say something like, something like, I gotta go to the opera. You got it?
The opera. All right. But why are you so hard on Eric? He's enthusiastic, goal-oriented, and ambitious, all valuable qualities.
Yeah, for president, yeah, and Eric, it drives me crazy.
It may not be a positive reflection on you that you are repelled by an abundance of desirable characteristics.
Yeah, but it's what makes me lovable. Hey, let's access Rothman.
I have to unlock the file. Could you hand me my case?
Oh, no, not the eyeballs.
Retinal scanning is a very efficient security system.
I hate this. I can get used to anything but this.
Hold this, please. I have a list of the stories for the past 3 months.
Phony ozone readouts, PCBs in the water supply. Hey, we have a winner.
What's that?
An old acquaintance, Mark Kaminsky. A two-time loser I put away. You know, if Rothman dissed him in the print, maybe he settled the score.
Unlikely. The article states that Kaminsky is now importing Chinese wine. The content and prose style are insubstantial. I believe it is what is called a puff piece.
You didn't happen to catch what went on in Blondie that day, did you?
Several middle-aged women interrupted Dagwood while he was bathing. Why do you ask?
Never mind. Expecting anyone?
I don't know anyone.
A White Dragon delivery, courtesy of Mr. Eric Eason.
Check it out. Kung Pao chicken. Spicy eggplant. Oh, we are talking serious lunch here, sports fans.
You do realize that Eric has a transparent motive in sending us this food.
Transparent, opaque, who cares? Garlic shrimp.
Fine, you have lunch. I'll handle the autopsy liaison. Hello, Isaac.
Good afternoon, Eve. This is file number 67-804. Bernard Abraham Rothman. White male of 48 years of age, approximately 6 feet, 195 pounds. Anything specific you want to know about him?
The death is an apparent drowning, Isaac. We need confirmation.
Also, can you analyze the water in his lungs right away?
You know I do requests. Okay. The white foam present in the mouth, some bruising to the forearm, trauma to the fingernails. All right. We're going to make the thoraco-abdominal incision. The big Y, as we call it in the shop. Well, no sign of damage to the breastplate. Let's just remove it. A lot of fluid in the pleural cavity. Signs of asphyxia in the pericardium.
Can we go in close on that?
I'll start analysis on the lung as soon as I get it out of there. It's a slippery little devil.
Aren't you going to finish your lunch?
I'm full.
I have never had Kung Pao chicken,
I thought you didn't need to eat.
but I have an advanced taste mechanism. Without the drive of hunger, one can more fairly evaluate the actual quality and flavor of the food.
I'm training the lung now.
This is very good. The peanuts and chicken provide a stimulating contrast. Yum.
Well, this is interesting. The swimming pool was chlorinated, but his lungs are full of fresh water.
They're what?
Chlorine-free, which means Mr. Rothman drowned somewhere, but not in that pool.
And somebody went to all the trouble to move him.
As you can see, Captain, Rothman died earlier than we thought. And he had not had enough alcohol to cause serious impairment.
Who would put water in a liquor flask?
Not Barney Rothman.
And the water in the flask matches the water in his lungs.
So maybe he fell in while he was filling his flask.
Or he was pushed.
You know, you're developing a suspicious mind. I like that in a woman.
But not in a man? Anyway, I'm not being suspicious. I'm merely reviewing the possibilities.
That's what my wife used to say.
You talked to Dolores Peterson?
She was out of town all day.
Returned late last night.
Then I suggest you start the day by taking a drive up Snob Hill and seeing if she knows how Barney wound up in her pool.
I understand you had some trouble finding me.
We went to your Bel Air house.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew. I came out here to get away from where Barney died.
What was he doing in your swimming pool, Mrs. Peterson?
Oh, Barney was always sneaking onto the grounds at night. He'd go for a swim, often naked, always drunk. It had its own sort of charm. I saw no need to stop him. Perhaps I should have.
Would anyone want him dead, Mrs. Peterson?
Dozens. He had every possible vice.
Let's narrow it down then. How many people would kill him and leave him in your pool?
Good point. Perhaps they wanted to embarrass me.
Or warn you?
Oh, you mean warn the paper? I really have no idea which of the many people with reason to kill Barney might have done it, Detective. This year alone, he broke several major stories.
The water reservoir had the greatest impact.
I suppose it did. It nearly killed Bennett Tyler.
The waters are.
El Zenero del Pueblo, as they call it in the state assembly.
Barney wrote about that reservoir that's awash in PCBs. Tyler tried to cover up the story, but he botched it. And they've been howling for him ever since. He doesn't care for howling.
Who does?
Well, let's see what he says. You won't mention us to him, will you, Mrs. Peterson? I'd like to catch him off guard.
I don't know him anything.
You have very beautiful grounds, Mrs. Peterson.
An accident of geography. This land is between water jurisdictions. I can use as much as I can buy.
There's plenty.
A small price for the beauty, don't you think?
Okay, you got the characters?
Yes, I am young and earnest. You are older, capable of making any deal.
Good.
And just how do these identities vary from our real selves?
They don't always have to.
But why are we congressional aides? Mr. Tyler is a state-appointed official.
Yeah, but his power base is Washington. How do I look?
Credible. What about me?
Good, good. Just one more thing. Let's try these glasses.
They produce considerable disorientation.
Yeah, but they look great. Come on.
I hope you don't mind this walk, but there's some people in the office I would rather
Not have seats.
No offense. I'm glad your boss is so concerned for me. Now, I know you told me once, but which congressman did you say this was?
Joe Robideau, Louisiana's 4th district. He sits on the water committee.
The congressman is concerned about the water situation in Los Angeles.
The congressman can rot in hell. Tell him to play on his own side of the yard.
Well, please don't mistake us, Mr. Tyler. Joe Robideau is a friend of yours. He wants to keep you away from any more harm. Marty hasn't forgotten all you've done for him.
They've done a pretty good job of pretending. You've got a lot of water in your part of Louisiana, Mr.
Talmadge. Yes, sir, we do.
Bayous and bays and other such exotic things. Los Angeles is built in a desert.
In a semi-arid basin, actually.
The man who controls the water in a desert or a semi-arid basin is a god.
Even gods can fall, Mr. Tyler.
Look at what happened to Amon-Ra, to Zeus, to Wotan.
Barney Rothman's death must be awkward for you.
Try satisfied.
His articles left you twisting in the wind.
She's very frank.
She's, new.
At my age, everyone's new. Now, listen up, my fellow public servants, and then tell your congressional master that I wasn't trying to cover up anything. I just didn't want to panic the public.
Oh, but they did get panicked, Mr. Tyler. Biggest thing in this town since President Quayle and Jessica Hahn, we hear.
And Mr. Rothman died so suddenly in such suspicious circumstances.
And your boss is afraid that some pinhead will try to tie me to this? Barney Rothman wasn't after me. Barney Rothman was a man without an agenda, if there ever was one. I had no reason to cause his death.
But it doesn't look good. Now, Congressman Robideau has friends in the justice community. And if there was another plausible direction for this investigation to pursue,
We could arrange for the obstruction of justice.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but if you felt you wanted to make trouble for someone, I might suggest Miss Teresa Winans.
The woman who gave Rothman the story.
Yes. She is, on balance, the one I'd like to strangle.
Well, I can't do that for you, Mr. Tyler, but I think we could bring the IRS in on it. Maybe kill a credit rating, order a blood review. Would that even it up?
It wouldn't even come close, but if it amuses you, don't let me stop you.
What was your perception of Mr. Tyler?
He was pretty smart, pretty cautious. What's yours?
He does not think much of women.
I didn't notice that.
You never do. We're going to have to talk about that.
Hi, I'm Teresa Winans. I'm sorry I can only give you a few minutes, but we're having another crisis.
Pretty valuable water.
It should be, but we keep finding PCBs.
Meaning?
They are complex polymer chemicals used in old-style power transformers and industrial applications. They are extremely poisonous, even in minute doses.
And effects are worsened on low ozone days. There's a seepage somewhere in the system. If Bennett Tyler had his way, 50 million people would be drinking it. It's incredible. He's not an engineer. He's never been elected to anything. And he gets to control all our water.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What would happen if you spilled it?
Depends on the concentration. It could kill you.
So you blew the whistle to Barney Rothman on it.
Poor Barney. I used to think I was proud of telling him. Now I don't know.
What happened when the story came out?
It almost cost me my job. Bennett Tyler's a very powerful man. But that was part of my reason for speaking out. If we could get rid of him, we could actually start to change the autocracy that has a stranglehold on this city's water.
He does seem unaffected by the contamination.
They picked the wrong place to land. With the kind of concentration they're getting, they'll be dead before tomorrow.
Back to the precinct?
Other than finding a place to shower, I'm fresh out of ideas.
What about visiting your friend Mark Kaminsky?
That's a good idea. Now, putting Marco away for the third time would be a cleansing of sorts.
Yum Sing! Yum Sing! Yum Sing!
Hey, Marco, a long time no arrest.
Hey, no harassment in front of my partners, okay? Whoa, who's your friend?
Sergeant Eve Edison.
Aren't there any new people out there committing crimes, man? Or is it easier to make your quota harassing a guy on parole?
I came by to see the new racket. Thought maybe I could run you in for a record third time.
It's strange. I import wine, Bordeaux from the Yangtze Valley. With the blight in Europe, it's a thirsty market.
Did you ever speak to a Barney Rothman about this?
Sure, I got him to do a column. Come here. I heard about what happened. And it's too bad. I mean, I knew him pretty well.
How well?
Well, I mean, I used to tip him to things.
Anything recently?
No. It's just that they got this punk up at that newspaper, that Eric Easton, the food guy. I called him 3 times trying to get him to do his story. He's laughing at me as he's hanging up the phone. 10 years ago, I'd have a punk like that lying in a ditch. So Barney gave me the ink.
And you sure there's nothing else going on between you two, right?
No, it's the Chinese wine, really. Here, try some. Hey, take some to your friends. Hey? And Bobby, will you do me a favor? Will you let me get on with my business? The straight and narrow's hard enough as it is. I really got to get back to my party.
Hey, Bobby. That smells very appetizing for an amateur.
I don't think a little show of gratitude would be out of line just now, Eric.
Absolutely. I know I've been burning you lately, and you've invited me over for dinner, so I picked you up a little something for letting me in on the case. Something you can really use. It's a cooking watch. It times things, converts grams to ounces, keeps track of your fiber consumption.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we still want everything you know. This doesn't get you off the hook.
You'll get it. Absolutely.
Ladies and Eric, we shall begin with my gumbo Baton Rouge. This is real man food, Eric. I mean, Louisiana rocket car jumpers eat it. Justin Ledoux had this very gumbo before he flew to his death in Mount Fuji.
You burnt the roux.
Oh, by the way, don't touch those.
Why not?
They're Bayou Santaca peppers. The outsiders just can't eat them.
They have a heat measurement of 50,000 Scoville units, compared to just 10,000 for the average jalapeno.
I can eat those.
Eric, trust me, they're too hot. I got you some mild ones down there. Serve yourself some rice, okay?
Well, she can eat them.
You know, she's an honorary Cajun.
That's ridiculous. I lived among the Pathet people for 3 weeks while I mastered clay pot cooking. If I could eat their peppers, I could eat yours. No sweat. I have the most sophisticated palate in L.A.
All right then, Eric. I'll see you and raise you.
Nice metaphor.
I heard it in a movie. 2 Guns Blazing, 1939, starring Randolph Gray and Bobo Newman. Trouble starts to brew when a ruthless cattle baron moves in on sheep territory.
Okay. What's the raise?
Habanero peppers, the tiger's father. The traditional meal of Aztec assassins before suicide missions, 300,000 Scoville units.
Back off, Eve. He's out of his league.
After eating one of these, it is said that the warriors would lust for a quick and violent death. to stop the burning.
Piece of cake. Start your engines.
I'm sorry, I don't have any of that fancy Antarctic glacier water you drink.
I'll take tap water!
Oh, hey, the water's off.
Yes, the sector has had its consignment for the day. At any rate, water would only exacerbate a spice burn.
My teeth are melting!
You may be suffering tissue damage, man. Buttermilk would be very soothing.
You got buttermilk?
Yes.
You want some?
Yeah, buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Oh, yeah, and tell me everything you know about Barney Rothman.
Oh, yes. He was sleeping with Dolores Peterson.
Oh, get out of here.
I swear I was following him around. Buttermilk.
I knew you knew something like this, Eric. You just bought yourself some buttermilk.
What's with you? You got a cast iron stomach?
You'd be surprised.
Boy, we really must be getting at them. They're shooting at us. This is great.
Who's they, Eric?
The bad guys. The military-industrial complex in league with the CIA?
Eric, they closed the CIA 3 years ago.
Oh, sure, that's what they'd like you to believe.
None of the neighbors saw a thing. You finished upstairs, Eve?
The most useful thing I saw was a car fleeing the scene. A black DeLorean Coyote, 3 years old. California license plates 3LJS566. The paint chipped off the loop at the second six. It also needs an oil change. You could smell it in the exhaust.
Oh, well, we'll get them if they're still on the move.
I can't believe they shot at us. This is front page for sure.
Who is this?
Oh, it's all right. I'm a reporter.
A food reporter.
Eric Easton.
Eric Easton, the pumpernickel man.
This pumpernickel thing is starting to take on a life of its own.
Cap, are we through here with this? Why don't you take Eric with you? He can show you a great place for a late supper.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Oh, no, you're not. You're doing something to break this case, aren't you?
Come on, Pulitzer, let's go.
No, wait a minute. What are you guys doing, really?
I'm gonna hit the hay. It's been a hard night.
Oh. Bull!
You're right, Eric. It is bull. Actually, we are going to the opera.
Come on, buddy.
We are sorry to have asked you here at this hour, but it would not have been necessary had you made a full disclosure earlier.
Quite true.
What can you tell us concerning these stories about you and Rothman?
Barney and I had been carrying on for several years.
Secretly.
Well, that was the theory.
Were you and Barney both content with the state of your romantic entanglement?
You do have a way of putting things. The answer is yes.
And the only reason you held out on us was because you didn't want your affair to become public.
Well, I move in circles where sleeping with a help is just not done.
I read a fascinating analysis of that problem by D.H. Lawrence.
Mrs. Peterson, do you have any knowledge of Mr. Rothman's movements the last few weeks?
He left this at my place. I thought it might help you.
Good evening, Mr. Rothman.
There is this on the night that he died. Water department, runoff sluice C. 6 a.m. with T.
With T? Tyler?
Or Tipper. That's your name.
But it's not my style. I've never cared much for the great outdoors.
I guess we better set our alarm clocks early and get out of that sluice. sure Barney Rothman doesn't.
With good probability. Where do you think all the water's going?
Runs into a maze of tunnels. Maybe Ben and Tyler can give us a clue where it goes.
If he'll tell us the truth. We might be better off with someone of equal knowledge, but less self-interest.
Like Teresa?
She fits the profile.
Sluiceway C. I can't imagine why water would be running through there. It's a conduit for the storm drains. It would only be used in times of emergency to avoid flooding.
This town hasn't seen a flood since '96.
I bet Ben and Tyler has an explanation. Maybe he wants to maintain a shortage.
Supply and demand.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put anything past him.
Maybe we can find out. We'll let you know.
The ducks are still alive.
That's a new family. I wish we could rig a system that would keep them from landing. We spent lunch yesterday fishing out the bodies of the ducks you saw.
I know who can solve this case for us.
Who?
The ducks. This is the duck that we saw that first day at the reservoir. And then this is the duck that we saw today. It is the same duck.
How can you tell? All ducks look the same.
Not to me. According to Teresa, any bird that landed in that reservoir would die within 1 day. But these ducks are completely healthy. What if that water is chemical-free?
And it's worth a fortune.
So perhaps Ben and Tyler is not the one to worry about.
So maybe it's somebody else, like the person in charge of testing the water. So maybe the meeting with T was with Teresa. Better see what there is on her.
So Rothman was investigating a poisoned reservoir that wasn't poisoned, and when he found out, he got hit, and your suspect is an environmentalist?
But the question is, how is she getting it to market?
Runoff from Sluice C. If there's fresh water from the reservoir running through there, Teresa's our killer.
How can he find out?
Eric Easton's gonna check it out for us.
I got a feeling I'm gonna regret asking this, but what are you talking about?
Eric gave me this. They sell for $69.95 at Lasertown. It looks like a watch to bug.
So
I left it home while we were doping everything out. 10 to 1, Eric's running through that sluiceway right now.
Remembering what happened to Barney Rothman, don't you think that might be a little risky?
Nah. Guys like Eric never die. Besides, somebody's gotta do the footwork.
I thought it was all over. Oh, thank you.
Are you all right?
Thanks to you.
Oh, good. Are you a nosy fella, Eric? You know what happens to nosy fellas?
What's that?
No. I knew you were cutting me out, and I wanted this story so bad I could taste it. But I was wrong. I could see I was wrong. Wrong. Eric!
How many times have I heard this?
No, really, I mean it this time. When that water came rushing down, I had a revelation. All I want to do is review Guatemalan restaurants and eat Cuban sandwiches and sample faux trout from Oregon.
Yeah, okay. You got no reason to lie. You're a dead man anyway.
What are you talking about?
The water, Eric. It's deadly poison. Full of PCBs. That's what Barney was investigating, remember?
Oh, God. You're not serious.
Sure I am. Hey, if it was the pure stuff, I would have jumped in myself. You know how long it's been since I had a shower?
It's perfectly clean.
Couldn't resist.
Don't forget who's still in charge here.
Tyler! He's the killer. I knew it. I do have the right instincts. Not that I would ever print any of this.
If this is a crude attempt to frame me, where are the police? I had a phone call from the police asking me to meet them here.
That'd be us, Mr. Tyler.
Well, that's a fast career switch, Mr. Talmadge.
We asked you down here because you seem to have a pretty fair supply of water where there's not supposed to be any.
That's impossible.
Obviously not.
The water in this sluiceway drains from the tainted reservoir.
But it is not tainted.
So the question becomes, where is it going?
Down the storm drains to the harbor.
All of that fresh water dumped into the sea?
That doesn't make any sense. There's no motive.
Unless it's being diverted before it gets there.
The harbor?
The outlet wouldn't be anywhere near Carl Street, would it?
Right next to it. Why?
Will somebody please tell me what's going on here?
Guess what's at the foot of Carl Street?
Of course! One of those agro-business tankers.
Mark Kaminsky's bottling plant.
I'd like a little water with your Chinese Bordeaux.
Water with Bordeaux? But that would just dilute... Oh. How insidiously clever.
A dust storm? How long till the trucks get through?
What's the problem? We need to move tonight.
The drought. The dust blows in from the desert. The valley freeways are closed.
Listen, Alvarado, this is not complicated. Find a way to get your trucks here or I'll bury you. You gotta learn to push.
Hey, to hell with pushing. I think we should get out while we can.
You are such a disappointment. This is not our deal.
You left our deal behind weeks ago. Dead men were not part of our deal.
Rothman was getting close. What was I going to do? Let him send us to jail?
And shooting at a cop?
That one should have worked.
Depends on your point of view, I guess.
You were both under arrest.
We got Marco. You lied to me, Marco. Tried to kill me. and your wine sucks. Looks like I got the hat trick going on.
This is all your fault.
Can you handle these two for a minute?
Sure, what are you doing?
You take it where you can get it.
Instead, I end up with a cut Red Hood. I'm gonna
Have you read Eric's column today? He's suggesting a horseradish sauce for coho salmon.
So?
Well, it is not like Eric to use such a radical combination. It is quite aberrational.
Or completely normal.
What do you mean?
Well, people find their station in life and then discover it wasn't what it was cracked up to be. I mean, Eric was desperate for some adventure, danger, intrigue.
So he begins putting it into his recipes.
Exactly. A food writer wants to become a crime reporter. A wise guy wants to import Chinese wine. Cop wants to become a cook. It's human nature.
I don't really understand that, man. I was built to be who I am. My essence precedes my existence, as Sartre would say.
We talking the Sartre who plays second for the Angels, huh?
No, Jean-Paul Sartre, the French philosopher.
So you think you were built for just one thing, huh?
Yes, to enforce the law.
But what if, while enforcing the law, you find something else you really want to pursue?
Like what?
Well, I don't know. You're like your worm collection.
My worm collection does not threaten to become a profession.
You never know. One day you pick up a worm. Next thing you know, you got a worm colony. Pretty soon you give up the law to pursue a career in wormology.
Entomology. And I don't think that's a likely scenario.
Maybe, but the fact is, the course of one's life is about as predictable as the weather.
My point precisely. With modern technology, one can predict meteorological conditions with amazing precision.
You think so?
The drought is a perfect example.
Maybe you're right. Then again, maybe you're not.
Next, don't miss an extraordinary story as Hallmark Hall of Fame presents Miss Rose White. And Monday night, The Fresh Prince gives a crash course in sex education. Then on an all...
1994. After the oil wars, after the destruction of the cities, a ruthless warlord rules what's left of a radioactive world. His weapon, 20 tons of bulletproof armor on wheels. Battle truck.
Stop firing, or I will completely destroy this village.
Good morning. My name is Colonel Stryker.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't come in.
Who's in charge here?
Battle truck. Only one man dared oppose him. Hunter.
No one can hold out against them.
There's always a way to fight back.
How do I find this hunter?
Up in the mountains somewhere. Throw this. Try again.
Time is over, old man. Not yet, kid.
Battle Truck, a science fiction adventure of the near future.
All right. Hope you're liking it. I enjoy it. It is like I said, very much a product of the early '90s. But they tend to do, like I said in an episode before, they really like doing the buddy cop, one human robot, all the way back to Yo-Yo and Holmes. So, we're going way back. And this one only has 9 episodes. So, we're on episode 4. We've only got 5 more weeks of this. So, then I got to find something else. And that's what's going to happen with Otherworld and The Phoenix relatively quickly. Because The Phoenix, I believe, only has 5 episodes. So, alright. I was just talking about this. So, we're going to back to the Otherworld. This is episode 6. You know, and yet again, not a whole lot of those shows exist. Handful. You know, lasted a couple months and will get canceled. Not a lot of. This is what bothered me about sci-fi back in the day. They would really get behind it for a handful of episodes, and it either got too expensive to continue to make, or just wasn't pulling the ratings, or it was connected to a toy or something like that. So they would always cancel them and never give them an ending, never do nothing. You get 16 episodes instead of 20, or you would get just 5 episodes, or sometimes like there's a couple of shows that got 1 episode. That was it. You got 1 episode, it aired. They're like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Kill it. Or they can do what they did with other stuff, like Firefly. That was shown out of order, and a lot of people just didn't get it at first. And it wasn't until later when it came back around, when they re-aired it, I think on the Science Channel first, when people saw it in actual order, they enjoyed it. It's like I'm going back and I was rewatching the original Star Trek series. That was all aired way out of order. That first season was, I think the first episode that aired was episode 3. So it bothers me that sci-fi shows just never got, the love that they should have. There's a handful, Star Trek, X-Files, stuff like that. Yeah, it got going. Hell, even Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers, everybody loved that first season. So what do? They changed it for season 2. And everybody hated season 2. So, at least we got a season 2. At least it isn't like some of the shows I'm going to be showing here, where we're only going to get, probably less than 20 episodes. Except for Captain Powers, which we got a lot of. So, but as I keep going on and on about other shows, here is Otherworld. This is episode 6. And this is I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar. Enjoy.
Outside our seeing, beyond the beyond, at the edge of within. The Great Pyramid, erected by the Ancient Ones as a barricade at the portal between 2 dimensions, 2 separate realities. This is the story of one family drawn through a mysterious vortex into the other world, and of their perilous trek homeward.
This is Femlon Road. Must be right around the corner.
Attention, Mann pickup in progress. Please have merchandise ready. Attention, Mann pickup in progress. Please have merchandise ready.
Are you here for pickup? No. Then move on. Come on.
We had traveled longer than ever before in this new world without coming upon a single province. How close were we to Emar? We didn't know. Finally, the trail of obelisks led us to an isolated city called Ador.
some a blush? It's like some kind of makeup.
I hope they have one that's furnished. Good morning. My name is Hal Sterling. This is my family.
What's he talking about?
We're looking for an apartment.
You mean a dwelling unit?
Yes, yes.
Then why did you say so? Why don't you come with me?
We haven't had any new women on our block for a long time. Where are you from?
We're just coming from...
Is he always this rude? I wasn't speaking to him.
He is rude. I've tried to train him, but just nothing seems to work.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll talk to you about that later. Come along with me.
It's very nice.
I think we'd like to take it. Would you like to see the servants' quarters?
Servants?
Or will these men be staying in your rooms?
Well, they normally do.
What did you say your name was?
June Sterling.
And yours?
My name's Gina.
I must tell you that our neighborhood club frowns on intergender involvements.
They do. Well, this is my husband. We are a family.
Oh, I understand. You're progressives. I'm well aware that these things are not against the stratification laws. But keep in mind that this is a conservative part of town, and we resist compromise. Of course, you'll both be at the block meeting tomorrow night. I'll have the rental contract drawn up by then.
Whoa!
Charming lady. I hope everybody in this province isn't like her.
Well, I think we ought to be able to find some kind of a job for a man like you.
I have a degree in engineering.
Can you read?
What?
If you can't read...
Well, of course I can read.
I'm going to show these to you, one at a time. And you tell me what they say.
You're kidding, right?
Excuse me. How do you get in this place?
You can't. It's against the stratification laws. You'll have to send your midget servant.
I'm not a midget. Mom, am I a midget?
No, of course you're not. You're going to grow up big and strong, just like your father. Unless we can't get any food.
I can shop for us, Mom.
Oh, great. Okay. You listen. I want you to follow this list exactly, okay? Why do I have the feeling I'm going to regret this?
Oh, wow. I just hope there's some cute guys at this school.
Just show me where the chicks are.
I guess you got your wish, huh?
Hey, wonder where the guys are.
Probably in shop class or something.
Hi.
Hi, Chief.
Hi.
Well, some guy's got all the luck.
snug as a bug in a rug.
Very good.
Smith! What is all this junk?
It was all they had. You can go check.
I'll bet you didn't even get Gina's beef jerky.
Yes, I did. I got some steaks, too.
What happened to my list?
I couldn't read your writing.
I was just watching. Dancing's great, kind of like karate rock.
Who told you you could come in here?
Hey, wait a minute. Gina, help!
What's going on here?
Does he belong to you?
Yeah, I guess so.
You better stick with him, or he's gonna be in trouble. Got it?
We got it.
He flounders like a huge conjure eel in an ocean of dingy invectives and dismal vituperations.
You're smart and good looking, too. There are excellent opportunities for a man with your qualifications.
He offered me a job as a vegetable waxer in a supermarket.
Did you take it? Oh, Trace had fun today, too.
Shut up.
He got beat up at school by a girl.
I was not. Look, first of all, there were two of them, and they were both bigger than Dad.
I had to save him.
You know, I think I like this province. It's all run by women.
You can say that again. Men are definitely second-class citizens.
Much lower than that. It's like they're a separate race or something.
You know, they were surprised that I could even read.
Well, no wonder. Guys aren't even allowed to go to school here.
Hi. I'm Gretchen Askew. This is Sam.
Hi,
I know. You're June Sterling, the new lady on the block. I came to take you and Gina to our neighborhood club meeting. It's going to start in just a few minutes.
Oh, listen, I really appreciate your coming by, but we just got settled in, so I think I'll skip it tonight.
But you have to come. It's part of the stratification code.
Aha. Well, we'll just have dinner later. We'll see you later.
Be careful. I love you. I'm Hal.
Nice to meet you.
This is Trace. Smith.
Hey, hi. Don't feel too left out about the women. Us men on this block have our own club, too.
Really?
Just a little get-together. We play some games, win some prizes.
Well, I have a lot to do. We have to have supper, and then we have to clean up, and...
Well, I'll help you. Besides, you have to come. Man parties are the law.
The subject that we will discuss this evening is Stratification Law 121C, which states, vow coupling has been rendered obsolete and is an unnecessary structure within civilized society. Any woman who engages in the practice of vow coupling must realize that her actions are destructive to collective sisterhood. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now I would like to introduce you to someone who has had first-hand experience at what I've been talking about. Raquel?
I was vow coupled for 2 years. I know it was wrong, but I'm very young, and it's very easy for men to take advantage of me. with their smooth words and their shiny skin. My husband was lazy. And then he got fat. And he was sick all the time.
Oh, God.
I finally had to auction him off. And I got a really low price for him.
Production minus.
And now I have no money.
Oh, can you imagine? Man, for you. Production might have been
Well, now, Ajay, you've watched a lot of Video Beam. You should get this one. Who was the only peacetime praetor to ever accidentally shoot himself while in office?
Come on, Art. Come on.
Baxter Popsity. And look what you win. Yeah.
Great.
All right, who's next? Now.
Let me go next.
Well, did you enjoy your first block meeting?
It was interesting.
Did you agree with what I had to say?
Not completely.
Uh-huh. And what about you?
Well, I didn't exactly agree with everything.
I see. Well, this is very disturbing, but it's hardly a surprise. Do you see what you're doing to your daughter? Your attitude towards men is a grave disservice to everyone. You're not like the women of Adore. There's something strange about you.
Do you have a copy of the rental agreement I was supposed to sign?
If it were up to me, I wouldn't rent to you at all. But we have a fair housing statute in the province. We cannot discriminate on the basis of vow coupling. Just make sure that you don't break any of the laws.
Does anyone have a copy of these stratification laws?
Help yourself. All the laws are here. We get a new volume every month. Why don't you stay for a while and read?
No, thank you. Perhaps some other time.
I don't think I'm cut out to run parties.
Well, what kind of work do you do now?
He's a vegetable waxer.
Is that right? That's just what I used to do. I'll tell you, Hal, you could make a lot more money taking Vorpalware door to door.
Well, maybe so, but still
Oh, I understand about job security, but just think about it. Here, you take one of these permission slips home. Now, all you have to do is have a responsible female over the age of 13 sign for you, and you're in business. I mean, you can wear the blue.
We didn't buy this stuff. Trace won it.
Well, I'm glad he did. You see, you guys are going to need it. Mom and I found out tonight that it's illegal for women to do housework of any kind.
I have to get a job tomorrow anyway. Someone has to support us.
Wait a minute now. I've got a job too, you know. I'm going to be selling Vorpal. What's the name?
Vorpalware.
Vorpalware, door to door. As a matter of fact, oh, this is nice. One of you two is going to have to sign my permission slip.
Hey, what do you mean? That's going to leave me here alone to take care of Smith and do all the housework.
I guess that's right.
Oh, you're going to have to cook and clean and do the laundry.
Now you know what it feels like to be a housewife. Thanks so much for showing me the way to the employment office. Belisama isn't exactly helpful.
You've got to watch out for her. She doesn't like you. The feeling's mutual. June, I wanted to ask you about something. You and Hal seem so happy together, and you don't try to hide it or control him at all.
Why should I? He doesn't try to control me. I think that's one of the reasons we're so happy together.
But I've always been taught that men are lower than women, that to be happy with them, you have to control them.
If you love someone, you want them to be free. Thanks so much for walking with me.
I'll see you tonight.
I don't know, I just hate the picture. This one's gorgeous. And his price is really low. We would have said. Hi, my name is Rod, and I like to sing and eat. I wonder why his price is so low. Hey, if we're not going together, we could buy them. Yeah. You want to go in with us, Gina? We can all share them. Wait, going on what? What is this? It's the bi-weekly auction guide. The Mann exchange, trade-ins, new and used. Just look at the pictures in the front. The ones in the back are all of boys and old men. Not sexy at all. You mean all these people are for sale? You can buy them? Of course. All you need is money.
Attention, girls. Class is beginning. Today we will discuss the male problem.
Sam, how did everything get this way?
What do you mean?
I mean, why are the men treated like slaves here?
Your wife doesn't tell you anything, does she?
Well, I guess I just never asked.
Gretchen tells me everything. After the Fourth Unification War, the province was put under the control of Commander Livia. She'd been a great hero in the Black Mirror campaign. She's the one that wrote the stratification laws and set the province up this way.
But why? What for?
Well, she was angry. While the male commanders were being promoted and given the best assignments, she was pushed aside and wound up as military governor here. She deserved a lot more.
But that was hundreds of years ago. How can we be blamed for something that a small group of men did before we were even born?
I don't like it. A lot of women don't either. At least that's what Gretchen says. But what can we do? I'll tell you a secret. I know you're foul coupled with June. So are Gretchen and I. We really love each other, no matter what the stratification laws say. I never told that to anyone before.
Being a man in this province isn't so bad. You get to do what women usually do. Shop, have fun, whatever.
Oh, yeah? Well, you didn't have to clean the bathroom this morning.
Level 1,
Kids.
powdered concrete, grease guns, and male disciplinary supplies. Level 5, gender disinfectants, taxidermy services, and wrought
Arresting
iron
us,
rowing.
what for?
Illegal use of female elevators. Unescorted men use the stairs.
I'm really sorry if we did anything wrong. We didn't mean to.
Who's your block leader?
You know, I was thinking today, if you're tired selling door to door, I could probably get you a job in the pet store. I am the manager.
Wait a minute. I'm going to stick to this Borpo where I sold the whole kit today. The men love it. What's the matter?
I got a phone call when I got home from school today. Trace and Smith have been arrested. The block leader has them.
The Gender Patrol brought them to me. Invading a female elevator is a serious offense. Several of the women feared they might be attacked.
That's ridiculous.
It's worse than that.
You're just lucky they haven't been caught before. First offenders are only turned over to their block leaders. A second offense will not be dealt with so lightly. You know, I am really tired of you vow couplers. I knew you'd be trouble the very first time I saw you. Now, I am not going to put up with your strange intergender relationships much longer.
Every time you go out of the house, you get into some kind of trouble.
Look, all I did was get on an elevator, and before I knew it, I was in a headlock. By a woman.
Nobody's blaming you.
This province is ridiculous. We'll stay here tonight, but we're leaving tomorrow.
I'm hungry. She didn't give us anything to eat while we were chained up.
Listen, let's all go out and have a nice meal. I saw a little restaurant over by the pet store. If Gina and I go along, they'll probably let you guys in.
That I have called you. Now, why do I have to answer these questions again? No, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of a glass appliance with electronics inside.
Does it glow?
No, it doesn't glow. But it has the mark of EMAR engraved on the bottom. And it has a number. Now, I've given all this to you before. It's foreign. Strange. Now, I expect action from the Gender Patrol.
All right, Sister Blush, your report has been filed and will be forwarded to EMAR through the proper channels, but we're extremely busy, so it might take a while.
Why are you people so inefficient?
Please hold.
Don't put me on hold again!
Gender Patrol is anxious to protect your female rights. Please hold.
We'll pick up the obelisk trail west of the city.
Took us a long time to get here. Wonder how far we'll have to walk before we get to the next province.
Do you have the access crystal?
Oh, it's in your knapsack, isn't it?
It was. It's not here now.
Did anybody move that for any reason? It's got to be here someplace.
I didn't lose it. I didn't even touch it.
It's just like the time you lost the car keys back home.
Now, Gina, think. Are you sure you didn't take that knapsack out of the house?
I'm sure. I told you.
What about your friends? Was anybody here? Did you show it to anyone?
Dad, do you think I would do something like that? Don't look at me.
There is another alternative. Someone could have come in here and stolen it.
But everything's been locked up.
Or it could be someone we let in, like the Askews.
Or someone who has a key, like Belisama.
What should we do now?
I think we should take a chance and try to find it.
I think Gina's right. Here's what we're going to do. You go back to work, you go back to school. I'll keep selling and keep my eyes open for the zone troopers. In the meantime, we got to keep looking.
It's not there. Trace. Trace!
What?
I'm getting sick of looking. And I'm hungry. Can you barbecue a steak for me?
No, I'm not going to cook for you. How can you be hungry at a time like this?
Come on, Trace, please. I'm starving.
Yeah. All right, hand me the sauce. Oh, man, look at this. wash us out. It's your fault you wanted to eat.
I called the Gender Patrol. I saw him naked from the waist up in public. It's against the stratification laws, and it was horribly offensive.
I don't care about your laws. I just want my son back.
Now, wait a minute. All the girls at school read Available Hunk, and that's full of guys without any shirts.
But they are for sale.
Look, we don't want any trouble. We just want...
Would you keep him quiet in my house?
You people haven't learned anything about male-female relationships. I don't even think you're from this province. I know some things about you.
Where is he? Where are you keeping him?
Oh, he wasn't turned over to me. It's his second offense. The Gender Patrol has him. Tomorrow night, he'll go on the auction block. What? It's the law. Second offenders are sold to the highest bidder. Now, you can go and watch if you're interested, but you can't buy him yourself. I warned you, but you wouldn't listen.
Now we know for sure that she took the crystal.
Oh, Hal, what are we going to do? How are we going to get our son back?
Mom, I know a lot of girls at school who'll go to that auction. Maybe I can get one of them to bid on Trey's breast.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, but some of the girls here are pretty weird. They might want to keep him.
We got to find someone we can trust.
I didn't want to ask you to do this, but we don't have any choice. We don't know how else to save him. Will you help us?
But if we bid on your son for you, we know that Belisama can make things difficult for you in the neighborhood.
Maybe we shouldn't worry about that. We've been watching your family. You aren't afraid the way people usually are here. That's the way we want to be.
Well, we wanted to move to a new neighborhood anyway.
Gretchen, I think we should do it.
When's she gonna leave?
Are you sure there's a block meeting tonight?
I'm positive.
Here she comes.
A little more. You'll fetch a higher price if you're shining. Okay, cutie. Flex.
Did I ever tell you of my heroism in the Sandoval Marsh? Against all odds, and desperately wounded, I carried the word of the Triton Rebellion through 100 miles of swamp. Yes.
Thank God I found you, Commander. I've looked everywhere.
What are you doing here? I'm on leave. You're supposed to be in Emar.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I think your access crystal has been found.
Where?
In the province of Ador.
Let's go. We can be there by morning.
May I suggest we wait, Commander? I've sent for our units, but it'll take at least 24 hours for them to arrive.
Why?
Well, we're closer to Ador than they are, and I don't think it's a good idea for us to go to that province alone. They have some very rigid laws there.
What's the matter with you, Lieutenant? Don't you know how to handle women? We're not waiting for anything.
Mom, Dad, look at this. I just got this from a girl down the street. Look who's an available hunk. Hi, I'm Trace. I like chicks and manual labor.
Oh, hell, what have they done to him? He's all shiny.
Probably just vegetable wax.
Well, at least he's cheap.
Why did it take you 2 days to notify Emar? You're a bunch of incompetent women.
Watch your mouth, Commander.
You watch my mouth! What do you think I am? One of your provincial eunuchs? I want my access crystal!
We're looking for it now. Sit down and be quiet.
I think we'd better do what she says, Commander.
Oh, you want to get tough? All right. Well, I can get tough. I'm giving you 10 minutes to put that crystal in my hand.
It was here last night. Must have been stolen. And I think I know who did it.
This is not good, Sister Blush. Not good at all.
Believe me, they were here. They'll be at the auction tonight.
Was there anyone else who saw this crystal?
No.
Filing a false report with the Gender Patrol is a very serious offense, Sister Blush. I'm going to have to place you under arrest. What?
Come on! Put it up! Females like a big chest on a man.
Ridiculous. I'm stopping right now.
You can rest after the auction tonight.
Well, you can forget it.
What do you mean you can't find it, Captain?
It was left with one of our bluff leaders, but we were unaware of its importance.
This place is full of nothing but female fools. But what could you expect from a province that was created by Commander Livia?
Everyone knows she was a lush.
I want my uniform.
We burned it.
My men will be arriving soon, and all of you will pay for this humiliation.
You had no right to come here, Commander. Only female zone troopers are allowed in this province, and our agreements with Emar are very clear.
What are you going to do with us?
I'm going to sell you at an auction. I was a little short on low-valued merchandise this week, and you never know, some woman may need help on her farm.
Auntie. This is where we first met. I'm so glad I bought you.
We should come here more often.
All right, sisters. Get out your money. Squeeze a few legs. Check out the teeth. Because the gender auctions are about to roll. And now, here comes Randy. How many times you been auctioned, Randy? How many times, Randy? How many times you been auctioned, Randy? You made a profit for his owner. You're like money in the bank, Randy. Now, how much am I bid for this available hunk?
50, 75, 100. I get 300.
300! 301. 300 twice! Sold to the lady in the day glow gi. And now from page 196 of your catalog, here's Ollie. He may be a little old, but he's still got a few good years of life housekeeping in him. Tell the people what you like to do, Ollie.
I like to whittle and fix small electric appliances.
Electric appliances, are you ready for this one? Fine, but he still jumps like a 20-year-old. Here's your chance, lady. No minimum bid. He's just like Randy. Come on, lady. Go back. What am I bid for this?
You are making the biggest mistake of your lives. I am Commander Nuveen Kroll of the 13th Phantom Security Division. My unit will be arriving soon, and I promise you, you will pay for this.
Let a good man down. This sister knows a good deal when
I hate to bring this up, Commander, but I did warn you. You shouldn't come here alone.
Shut up!
That means nothing.
Lieutenant.
Going once, going twice, sold! The woman has gotten over the seaport.
When are we going to get to Trace? Oh, no. You're not going to believe this. Hi, I'm Nuveen. I like to yell and shoot.
Can't be him.
Here's a new one. His name is Trace. You make a nice graduation gift for some lucky young woman. What you got to say for yourself, sweetie?
Nothing.
The strong, silent. We'll start the bidding out at 50.
55.
60.
65.
65 once.
What do you want him to do? Oh, he's too cute to let go.
75. 100.
100 once. 100 twice.
110. I have a teenage daughter.
100's all we have. Don't worry. Sam and I have a little nest egg.
Do I hear 120?
200.
Going once. Going twice. Go to the lady in the lavender dress.
Let's get out of here.
Wait, I think we want to see this.
We're going to interrupt the normal order of this evening's sale to offer you a very unusual piece of merchandise. Oh, looks like we have a lively one here. Woo! His name is Naveen, and he's so shiny. What you got to say for yourself?
I am a commander in the Dome Troopers.
My unit will be arriving shortly. Anyone bidding on me will suffer the most dire consequences. This entire operation will be shut down forever if you don't release me immediately.
We'll start the bidding at 10. 10!
Commander Kroll is in good hands. I think it's time for us to leave.
How can we ever thank you? Helping you was the least we could do. You've done so much for us.
Till we met you, we never understood how a man and woman should treat each other. Things are going to be different from now on.
We want to thank you again, Sam. Now we have to leave. We have a long way to go.
Where are you going?
We're going to Emar. And then we're going home.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Our experience in a door was one of the strangest we had ever encountered. And we were sure Commander Kroll would remember it as well. As we continued to follow the trail of obelisks toward Emar, we took some consolation in the fact that we may have brought a new understanding of freedom and dignity into at least a few people's lives. And that was enough on our journey home.
Next on Sci-Fi, crossing over with John Edward.
I go out and kick the crap out of bad guys, killers, freaks, and Canadian nationals. And they never see it coming.
Our racket is handling cases other agencies can't.
Or won't.
Or don't.
You cut the 3 days of the Condor crap.
The government's ultimate concealed weapon. The Invisible Man, a sci-fi original series. Disappearing Fridays at 8 on Sci-Fi.
你信唔信我打爆你個頭啊？阿傑，唔好再叫我做阿傑，叫阿 Sir。阿 Sir， 我冇做大佬好耐啦。阿傑，你冷靜啲啦。冇俾我再見到你。我哋兩兄弟，只要佢算一個夠啦。開呀！開呀！無謂問我今天的事。
地下掌聲有時要等好耐，只要你盡咗力，一定會有人欣賞。
有意義，冇意義，怎麼並負？不想不要太知。Come on, baby! Come on! 一生的事，誰已講失落往事 ？Come on， 有情無情，不要問我。
你望住我做咩？
你好似一個人
死咗個話。
你大佬，
冇
我嘅 Ken。
哦，Ken 哥。
你最好解釋清楚。
心中鮮血湧出，不願你知。一心一意奔向那
你究竟做嘅係咩任務？
我以後好故事，無謂乜傷心，無謂變數，不再是往事。有時，有陣時。
跌落水，跌落水，有咗雀仔跌落水，避水衝去。哎呀，機走咗喎！四叔啊，同我一齊出去捉雀啦！嚟啦！出嚟啊！前面只有一條出路，我要你幫我一齊打出去。如果我哋唔打，我同你都會死喺呢度。如果打贏咗，死到都未變生。我知你得嘅，嚟啦！
From the director who brought you Smokey and the Bandit, Hooper, Cannonball Run, comes the ultimate spectacle. Megaforce, an elite compact fighting unit armed with the most sophisticated weapons ever seen on a movie screen. The mission, to preserve freedom and justice and battle the forces of evil.
The good guys always win. Even in the 80s.
Megaforce.
Yeah. Hey, like I was saying, there's only a handful of episodes. This was episode 6. This show only ran 8 episodes. So we only got 2 more episodes after this. Because, like I said, they just didn't get behind them. Or what the reason I hate when a show gets canceled, not because of ratings, not because of sponsors, not because of, like, you know, their toys aren't selling well, is because the episodes were too expensive to make. You think you would have noticed that when you made the first couple episodes? You know? Like, everybody they were complaining about the original Battlestar Galactica, how that got expensive to make. You think you would have noticed when you made the pilot movie? But we did get the Battlestar Galactica, the reboot series, which is great, except for the very last episode. A lot of TV shows, I don't think... See, unfortunately, you get the other way around. You get the TV shows that end, and I don't think they know how to end them, so they give them weird endings. I'm looking at you, Battlestar Galactica, and How I Met Your Mother. So... And unlike loving, you know, 99% of a series, and then the last episode is what you're like, oh, really? That's where we're going with that? So she was an angel the entire time? What? Okay. So, hey, I hope you guys are liking the movie trailers. I know I left some of the commercials in on the actual episodes. I'm not going to edit those out. I'm digging the putting the trailers on here, and then the commercials and stuff on Saturday morning serials. And also, some of these things I'm doing the trailers for, I can actually air. So if you see something, let me know, and I will see if I can put it on here. So, all right, here we go. Now we're going back to a classic. We're going back to Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Can't say a whole lot about Captain Power. I want to say this show was almost ahead of its time. Interactive, even though the interactivity was kind of, but it was interactive. I actually think this would work, man, if they made a VR game for Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. So, fingers crossed, I guess. Continuity Comics made a series for it. I say series, they made a couple issues. That was it. Great artwork, a lot of Neil Adams stuff, so can't go wrong there. But here you guys go. This is Captain Power, Episode 8. And Study War No More. Enjoy.
Power on. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Earth 2147. The legacy of the Metal Wars, when man fought machine and machines won. Biodreads, monstrous creations that hunt down human survivors and digitize them. Volcania, center of the Biodread Empire, stronghold and fortress of Lord Dread, feared ruler of this new order. But from the fires of the Metal Wars arose a new breed of warrior, born and trained to bring down Lord Dread and his Biodread Empire. They were soldiers of the future, mankind's last hope. Their leader, Captain Jonathan Power, master of the incredible power suits which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force. Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, fighter in the sky. Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, ground assault unit. Sergeant Robert Scout Baker, espionage and communication. And Corporal Jennifer, pilot chase, tactical systems expert. Together they form the most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed, to protect all life. Their promise, to end Lord Dread's rule. Their name, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
En route to the target. Explain.
Something blocked my way.
Hostile?
One can never be too sure, my lord.
Very well. Proceed to the target. Report.
We have reached ambush position, my lord.
Proceed as planned.
Forward! Man your positions!
Database Journal 47-9 Mark 14. Captain reporting. We've intercepted communications between Dredd and his troopers concerning unusual energy readings in Sector 12. En route to investigate.
Scanners indicate it should be right below us, Captain.
Take her down, pilot. Not too close. Everybody power up. There may be troops in the area.
Power on.
We don't want any dreadheads finding our transportation. Better hit the holocam, Scout. It's definitely coming from the cave. We better get in there and check it out before those troopers...
Oh, you were saying?
conserve power for whatever's in there. Give us some cover.
Nice of you to drop by.
We can salvage the power suit. Lord Dredd will be most pleased.
Back off!
Tank, you all right?
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a nap to make a guy feel rested.
Everyone all right? Yo. All right, let's go.
Well, we're not going back that way.
Look on the bright side. At least we're out of the hot sun.
Thanks. I feel so much better.
Think there's another way out?
There better be. All right. Let's be careful.
Power readings are stronger. We must be getting closer to the source.
I'd say so, yes.
Identify yourselves, please.
I'm Captain Jonathan Power.
I know your reputation, Captain. Even so, you and your associates are welcome in Haven.
What does that mean?
What's that old story about the spider and the fly?
Now. Let's keep an open mind.
Tank.
Welcome to Haven, Captain Power. Like so many before you who have grown tired of never-ending battles, you will find sanctuary here.
Thank you, but we have no intention of staying.
Yes, of course. Still, after you've had a chance to explore Haven and meet its people, you will decide otherwise. The choice is yours. But I am forgetting my manners. I am Miles Williamson, the leader of this commune. And this is Chelsea Chandler, my assistant.
Miles and I will show you around Haven. Whoever would like to come with me?
I'd be interested in whatever you have to show me.
This was originally an underground research and development facility for geothermal power. We're completely independent of the surface. We grow our own food, use underground rivers for our water, and the heat of the planet itself for power.
What about Dredd's forces? Surely he knows about you.
Not even Dredd's forces can penetrate a mile of solid rock. Here we can wait in peace and security until his evil fades. And we, or our children's children, can return to the surface.
Reminds me a lot of the Eden 2 rumors.
We appreciate your invitation, but we can't just sit back and wait for things to get better.
You must do what you think is right.
Mr. Williamson, you're required on Station 45. Mr. Williamson.
Excuse me. Other matters require my attention. Please feel free to avail yourselves of the hospitality of Haven.
Captain, just
something interesting here. I checked the power requirements for Haven. According to this, geothermal plants are putting out an enormous amount of energy, far more than the city requires.
So what are they doing with all that excess power?
That's a very good question. Something's just not right about all this. Take Pilot, check out the rest of this place, report anything suspicious. Meanwhile, I think it's time we ask them to show us back to the surface.
Good idea.
So what do you think?
It's nice. Very nice.
Would you like to stay?
Thanks, but I've got a job to do, you know. At least you seem happy here.
Yes. Miles is trying to do what's right for us. He wants us to be safe from dread. Sometimes there are difficult decisions to be made. I just want...
Sergeant Baker, I believe your colleagues are looking for you.
Chelsea?
I think our friends are growing eager to leave us. You must help me to persuade them to stay with us just a little while longer.
Please, Miles, I don't want to be a part of this.
Neither do I, but it's necessary. You must think of the greater good, Chelsea.
Right.
They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation and study war no more.
What's that from?
From something called the Good Book. I don't suppose it was required reading in the Dread Youth.
No. It's a wonderful idea. Good words to live by.
Well, well. Pilot? Secrets in Paradise.
Miles said that the door was going to be... You want to let me give it a try? These look familiar. Wait a minute. Do you remember those databanks we captured? This one stands for the Styx phase of Dredd's Project New Order. We better get the captain quick. I have to talk to you.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but you and your friends, you
Are leaving, yes. And there's nothing we can do about it. They've made up their minds, and we must respect that. Now come. Last chance, gentlemen.
We appreciate your hospitality, Miles, but we have to get back to the surface.
I understand. There are a series of emergency escapes throughout Haven. If you will come with me.
What about Tank and Pilot?
On their way. That's probably them now.
Pilot, Tank, what happened?
You trust too easily, Captain. Now you will pay the price.
And the signal we intercepted from your troopers was...
Deliberate, yes. Your curiosity is legendary, Captain, and therefore predictable to 12 decimal points.
You set this up.
You must understand. Haven is safe, but only in exchange for our services. We have more than we need.
And what was the price tag?
It was for the greater good. All of our people were at stake.
We've heard it before, lady.
Enough! Come. It is time.
Prepare them so that Blastar can digitize them.
Stop them!
Very well, Captain, as you wish. But I have someone here you have yet to meet. Someone who has been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Blastar, the one who interfered with your birth is here. The one who hurt you. Now is your opportunity, Blastar. Hurt him. But bring him to me. Alive.
Move it, Miles. No, you must go back. Dredd might let us survive if you go with him.
We're not about to go back. This place is history. Dredd's probably got the whole place swarming with troopers.
You must have an evacuation plan for this place. Alert your people.
Oh, no. No!
Attention, everyone! Emergency evacuation procedures are now in effect. Abandon Haven immediately.
Captain, we saw chemical drums. Dredd's using Haven as a part of the Styx program.
Another reason to blow this place. But first we have to make sure everybody's clear. How do you blow the fail-safes on the geothermals?
No, you can't tell him. It will destroy the city.
Chelsea, it's over. Dredd will order you digitized and the troopers will come in here and run the show. You're of no further use to him.
All right, come with me.
Chelsea.
Everyone split up. We'll meet at the rendezvous point. Go!
You can access and override the mains from here.
Evacuation complete. All sections clear.
Everyone's gone. Haven's deserted except for us.
10 minutes and the whole place will go sky high. Let's go!
Captain.
Only 7 minutes left.
Help me, you've got to stop them. They're going to blow up Haven. Oh, no. No. No.
Give me a break.
All clear, Captain.
Want to bet? One chance! Give me a therm grenade!
15 seconds!
No, we know!
It's gonna blow!
I'm sorry.
We'll get your people back together. There's a place called the Passages. We'll be safe there.
All we ever wanted was a place to rest. That's all. Just a place to lay down our weapons and rest.
That's all any of us want. And we'll have it someday, I promise.
I thought you might like to have this.
I'll hang it somewhere where we can all see it.
Good words to live by.
Thanks.
Think we stopped that thing?
We must have. You don't think so either, huh? I got a feeling this war just took a real bad turn.
This is Captain Power. I'm closing in on Dredd.
Watch for base stations.
Visibility down. Going to scanning systems.
Activated. Check energy levels. Check power levels.
We took a few hits, but we've still got plenty of power.
Energy systems full.
Hold on. I'm gonna blow this baby.
They thought they were fighting only against aliens. They were sure that they had won their battle, but they were mistaken. Shocking dark.
Fuller.
Fuck you! A ferocious.
You bastard!
Indestructible. Ruthless Terminator. Shocking dark.
25 years in the future, the ultimate weapon against crime will be the judge, jury, and executioner. And it will not be human. But here, the future has already arrived 25 years too soon.
Impossible.
Robotic.
It's okay, honey. It's a police officer.
Officer. Tactical. Operation. Research. Rotor. Its prime directive. To judge and to execute anything that stands in its way.
The rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
The perfect police officer.
It won't stop.
A prototype of what is to come. But pray, it never comes to this.
He's programming himself.
An unstoppable force. Without flesh and blood. Rotor.
Alright. I hope you're liking Captain Power, because like I said, this is one we got for a while. We're on episode 8. We got 22 episodes. So I can make this stuff last quite a while. No, I'm not going to, that means I don't have to air one every episode either, so. And you guys may know Tank from the fact that he is one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best friends and is in a ton of Schwarzenegger movies. He's in both Conan movies. And he's LaFours in Mallrats, so there's that. So I'm going to put an episode here at the end. We're going to try a new show out. See if I can get this past the YouTube bots. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it. I'm going to hopefully you guys enjoy it. I liked this show when it originally aired. So it was a lead-in to X-Files for a while. Back when they were trying to see whatever they could throw at X-Files, see what stuck to help them have a lead-in. So, alright. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to get too much. So hopefully you guys will see this show. If not, I'm just rambling on for no apparent reason. And this week's episode will be really, really short. So here you guys go. If there's a show on after this, there's a show on after this. But I'm going to give you the rundown at the end of the episode here, because this is a bonus episode, I guess, as you hear my cat meowing. Alright. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are still liking SciFridays. I might take a break for the next 2 weeks. I'm still going to figure this out because I want to put together the big Saturday all-day Saturday morning serial episode. So if I do that, I don't have time to work on this episode. So, and then I got some really cool stuff coming up on the Group Therapy TV podcast. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Saturday morning serials. And for all you guys out there, wherever you are, good morning, good night, good day, hello, hello. But I will see you all next time. And hopefully there's an episode after this. Later.
This better be good. Talk to me.
Wake up, Chance. Got a late-night crime gig for you.
Hello to you too, Weston.
Get your gear over to Central Booking. Just heard a tip they arrested Tab Robertson.
The congressman?
Mr. Right-Wing himself. Seems his traditional family values include late-night car trips with underage girls. Shocking, huh?
What am I now, paparazzi?
No, you're broke. So, unless you want to sell your camera to pay your rent, I suggest you get a picture the Chronicles can run on page 1. Don't forget, you owe me big time.
Oh, yeah? What do I owe you?
Just get me the picture. And one more thing.
What's that?
Don't get sidetracked.
Up late again, eh, Chance?
Story of my life. 2 coffees to go, please, black.
You want a sticky bun, coat your stomach?
Not tonight. Gotta travel light.
2 Joes the hard way coming up.
What's her story?
Who knows? Been the only one in here since midnight. All she does is cry and write in a book. Her diary, I guess. She ordered the most expensive item on the menu, didn't even touch her food. Boyfriend trouble, no doubt. That would be $2.10.
All I got is $1. Give me a scratcher.
Every time you do this, it gives me the creeps.
Triple. 3 more tickets, please.
Must be some kind of sleight of hand kind of thing, huh? Nobody wins every day, every day.
Loser, and a $5. Keep the change.
Why do you quit?
What?
Every day you come in here, you don't have money. You play the lottery every day you win, then you quit. You never win more than $10. If you kept going, you could win $1 million.
Not good to push your luck, Ange. Thanks. Don't get sidetracked. Unless you have a very good reason. Hello, 911. You have a possible suicide attempt to report. The jumper, a woman, mid-30s, white dress. She's on the roof of the Eastern Building. Have the fire department come around to the 4th Street side near the clock. And one more thing. Hurry. Now or never.
Hey! What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna jump. What are you doing here?
I was... Why are you gonna jump?
Good question. A lot of little things, I guess they kind of added up to a big thing.
Hey, I've seen you before. You were in the diner. You followed me.
You're right, I followed... Thought you might need help, that's why I followed you.
No, thank you. I can do this by myself.
Wait, don't go. I don't want to hurt you, I just want to talk to you. I saw you crying.
You were worried about me?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Why else would I be up here?
Maybe you just want to sell a picture.
No, that's not it. I just want to keep you from doing whatever you're thinking of doing.
You can't stop me.
Sometimes it works.
You've done this before?
A couple times.
I don't know who's crazier. You or me.
Oh, I'm crazier, trust me. Mind if I get down?
You're funny. It's too bad I'm busy.
Why don't you come down so we can talk?
No.
There's enough talking going on in my head already. Don't worry about me. Take my picture.
Thought you were a dead man. So did I. Don't you guys have a bigger bag? What'd you cut bags? You ever dislocate the shoulder before? A couple of times. You know the drill. You're hurt. No kidding. And on 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it iced. Thanks.
That was a brave thing you did.
Stupid, but brave. Tell me, Mr. Harper, Chance Harper. Tell me, Mr. Harper, are you in the habit of following young women around in the middle of the night? No, let's keep it back behind the table. If I see a situation where somebody needs help, I get involved. I don't think about it, I just do it. Is that illegal? Not yet.
The fireman said you kept on shooting pictures all the way down.
I was already falling. I figured, what the hell? Hey, you gonna be all right?
If it wasn't for you, I'd be dead. Stay away from me! You're bad luck!
Say, you wouldn't be going towards central booking, would you?
Unfortunately, yes. We have a couple of trees worth of paperwork to do on something like this.
What a coincidence. How about a ride?
You a professional photographer?
That would be a notch above me. Strictly freelance, I'm a stringer. I'm the guy they call when no one else wants the job.
What's that?
Let's take a closer look.
Are you sure you want to get sidetracked here?
No, I have seen everything.
How'd that get there? 1 Baker 7 requesting ambulance and backup. Traction Avenue at the 4th Street Bridge. Over.
Would it matter to you guys if I had a bad feeling about this?
Not really. Stay in the car. Watch yourself now. I smell gas. Looks like one for the coroner.
Somebody's moving.
No, don't do it! You don't have to shoot him. You can just run away. I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. See? Just take it easy. shooting. It's over.
Hands behind your head, now!
I didn't shoot those cops. I tried to help them. The driver of this Lincoln took off right... What are you doing?
Don't worry, we'll check out your story. Cuffs are just a formality.
Shaking hands is a formality. Handcuffs means an arrest.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
Took off.
If you cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you.
What happened here?
Some guy just shot 2 cops. They caught him, though.
Animals. Hope he gets a chair.
Yes.
Just my size. Chance Harper.
You guys won't believe this. I've been trying to get here all night.
Yeah, right. Light him up, will you, Dave?
Silver dollar, Swiss Army knife, his camera.
Hey, easy with that.
No ID.
It's in my coat. You guys have my coat?
Yeah, don't worry. It's out there. They'll find it.
No pictures. This way, Congressman. Right ahead, dude. Watch it. Watch it. Clear away. Clear left. Clear away. Clear left,
Hey, is that Sam Robertson?
Name?
Harper. Chance Harper.
Occupation?
Photographer. Hey, why don't you let me? Great. Just fill out that part there, leave that blank.
Thanks.
You don't need that part.
What if his jumper story checks out?
Now, even if it does, he's still a prime suspect in my mind. Oh, there's something wrong with his picture.
Woodruff, Foster. Seems your suspect has been a busy boy, very busy.
23 arrests, all on the West Coast. Murder, arson, kidnapping.
Bingo. But no convictions. Not one even went to trial. According to this, he was cleared of every charge.
What are those, citizen commendations? You don't see those every day on a rap sheet.
Who is this guy?
Your basic career criminal/hero.
Let's turn him over to Dr. Richter for a psych eval. Maybe he's just some kind of nut.
Do you know why you're here?
Well, you're a shrink, right? I suppose that means someone thinks I'm crazy.
Not exactly. I'm a forensic psychologist. The detectives want me to interview you and do a psychological profile. It might help them eliminate you as a suspect.
Oh, so you're here to help me?
No. I'm here because my beeper went off. Age?
30, approximately.
Approximately?
Don't know my exact birth date. My family was killed in a plane crash. They couldn't find any of my other relatives, so one of the firemen adopted me.
You told the detectives that Officers Jordan and Sanchez were giving you a ride to the station after you had rescued a woman trying to commit suicide?
If you call jumping off the roof with her a rescue, yeah. Things don't always turn out the way I planned. Things happen to me.
What kind of things?
Lucky things. Good, bad, doesn't matter. I'm always there, rescuing people, winning the lottery. If I go into a restaurant, somebody chokes. If I go into a bank, it gets robbed. My car's been in so many wrecks, you'd think it was magnetic.
And you being apprehended standing over a wounded police officer holding her gun, that was just one of those things.
It's the truth.
What's with the camera?
Since I'm gonna be in the right place at the wrong time anyway, I figured I may as well get paid for it.
What do you think these things happen to you?
I don't know.
I'd like to hypnotize you.
You want to hypnotize me?
Yeah. Take you back into your childhood as far as we can go. See if you can remember anything that might have led you to believe that things happened to you.
All right.
Of course, if you're lying, it would just be one big waste of my time.
I'm not lying.
Listen only to the sound of my voice and the ticking of the clock. Try to relax and think only of the ticking. If other thoughts come into your mind, just let them drift away. Think only of the ticking. Only of the ticking. Only of the ticking. When I count to 3, I want your conscious mind to be silent, while your unconscious mind hears only my voice and answers my questions. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear the ticking of the clock?
No.
What is your name?
Chance Harper.
Did you ever have another name?
Alex. When I was a baby.
I see. When I count to 3, and I want Alex to tell me what happened when he flew on the airplane. 1, 2, 3.
I see my mom. And my sister. They're crying. Everyone's crying. I want to hold my mom. But she's so far away. I can't move. I can't move.
I don't want you to experience the crash again. Not yet. When I count to 3, I want you to go back even further in your memory. Go back to before the plane. To a time when your whole family was together. 1, 2.
It's my brother. It's my big brother Eric. He'll take care of me. He's the best. He's giving me his jacket. He's giving me his jacket. I love that jacket. Wait. Where are you taking him? Don't you take Eric.
Who's Eric?
Leave my brother alone. Leave my brother alone. Don't you take him. No! He's gone. He's gone.
When I count to 3, you will awaken, refreshed, and alert. 1, 2, 3.
When do we start?
Actually, we're done. Tell me more about your birth family.
I don't know much. My mother and sister died in a crash.
What about your brother?
I don't have a brother.
Are you certain?
Why are you asking me this?
Recovered memories aren't always reliable. However, while under hypnosis, you did indicate that you had a brother. Does the name Eric mean anything to you?
Eric? You're saying I had a brother named Eric?
Look, I don't know if you have a brother or not. I'm just relating what you told me. Personally, I'm not sure if I believe a word you say.
You don't believe me. You're right. I'm making it all up. None of this happened to me. No plane crash, no shooting, no jumper. I'm not even in your office. I'd love to sleep nights like other people. Get a normal job. Get married, have kids. The whole boring thing. That's my dream. But it's not gonna happen until my luck runs out. You smell smoke?
That's just an after effect of being hypnotized. Sometimes the senses linger. It can feel quite real.
No, I think I smell smoke.
Well, I don't hear any fire alarms, so I'm sure everything's okay. Now, can we go back to this belief that you have that strange things happen to you?
Yeah?
Well, maybe it's just a false alarm.
No, it's a fire.
What are you doing? We gotta get out of here.
Put that over your mouth and nose. This the only way out?
Yeah. What?
Ready?
No, stay low. Hang on.
You knew this was gonna happen, didn't you? How did you know?
I'm no psychic. I never know what's gonna happen. I've just learned to be prepared for anything. She had some smoke. You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey, Weston, what are you doing?
Looking for you. They told me you missed the Tad Robertson booking.
Yeah, but I got the shot.
Oh, my hero. Get in.
So we got a little sidetracked.
And a fire. What haven't you done tonight?
I haven't seen Elvis so far.
Oh, well, if you do, make damn sure you get his picture. When are you going to get a new car? This thing looks like a crash-test dummy on
See that dent in the middle? Frozen airplane poop.
And you wonder why I broke up with you.
I lost my keys, so just take a sec.
Haven't been here for a while.
You know, I'm still not over you.
Don't start, Chance. Nothing's different. You can't change who you are.
Not always like this. I actually got bored the other night.
Huh. Really? Maid's day off?
I've been robbed. Not my dark room.
Whew. What are you looking for?
This. Remember I told you my family was killed in a plane crash?
Yeah?
Well, I didn't find out until I was 18. When the man who adopted me finally told me. He gave me this box. I've never looked inside. Never. I've always wanted to, but I couldn't.
So what are you gonna do?
Open it?
Why now?
Something happened today. Something weird. This woman hypnotized me.
What woman?
This forensic psychologist at the police station.
A police shrink hypnotized you?
It's a long story, but when I was under, she told me about a brother I had that I didn't know about.
Wow. Is it true?
I don't know. Maybe the answer's in here.
Open it. Open it. Is that you?
Yeah. I've seen this jacket before. When I was hypnotized.
Were you wearing it in the crash?
Eric. That's what she told me. My brother gave me this jacket.
Where'd you go?
I don't know.
You all right?
Man, what a night, even for me.
We've been down this road before.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Maybe we can find out something about your brother and all that stuff. That looks like your car. Somebody's stealing your car.
Looks like.
Come on, my car's right here. We can go chase him and call the cops from the car phone.
She said something about a cup of coffee. It's weird. I didn't even know I had a brother until a few hours ago. Now I feel like I've been missing him my whole life.
Nothing. Not in the clippings, not on the list of victims. Nothing about a brother.
He should be on there. He would have died in the crash with everyone else. Unless he wasn't on the plane.
Too bad there's no way to find out now.
Maybe there is. Let me borrow your car keys.
Oh, no, I've seen your car.
Come on, give me your keys.
No.
Please, may I have your car keys? I need them. Thanks.
You kids have a nice day.
Do you take plastic?
Cash only. What do we look like, Howard Johnson?
$7.95. All I've got is a 5.
Don't look at me, I just got robbed.
What about your silver dollar?
I lost it. I know. Let me borrow the $5. 5 scratchers, please. No. 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 Will you lend me $5? No. No. And a $25 winner. Cash that for me, would you please? $5 goes back to Weston, and the rest is yours.
This ain't natural.
I gotta take you to the track.
Oh, no.
What?
Somebody I'd rather not talk to right now.
They look like cops.
Homicide detectives.
2 for breakfast?
Not today, sis. Watching my figure. Just want to ask you a few questions?
Seen this guy? His name's Chance Harper.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of a regular. We don't get many. He lives around somewhere.
He's not home. Know where he might be?
No. Cookie, I make it a policy not to mix with the customers.
Around here, that's a good policy.
How about you? Have you seen this guy?
小星佢呢味啊係濕積之內，我都唔會啊講俾你聽。
He said no.
If he comes back, give us a call.
Instantly. Hey, what'd he do?
Oh, we're still working on that. We just want to see if our cuffs fit his wrist.
What the hell was that about?
Are they gone yet?
They're gone.
I forgot what nice knees you have. Ow! Why'd you do that?
You're a smartass.
Okay, Dillinger, you can come out now. So what'd you do this time? Kill somebody?
I gotta go.
Hi.
Did you hear about your friend?
He's not my friend. He pulled me out of the fire, and that's all. Not exactly cop killer behavior.
Yeah, well, someone matching his description just killed a liquor store owner in a stick-up. Witness got a license plate number on the getaway vehicle. Registered to One Chance Harper.
What do you think of your hero now?
Don't scream. Don't scream. It's Chance. Don't scream. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I just want to talk to you, okay?
What are you doing here?
I didn't know how else to find you.
What do you want from me?
Hypnotize me again.
Why?
You were right about my brother.
All this happened to you?
These are just the ones I got pictures of. I know you don't believe me, but take a look at this and tell me something strange isn't going on.
You still want me to hypnotize you again?
There's something I need to check.
I want you to remember the plane crash. Only this time, I want you, who you are now, to be on that plane. Can you do that?
I am. It's like I'm watching myself in a dream. There I am.
Are you okay?
Mom says everything will be okay. But where is he? He must be here somewhere. I don't see him. He's not here.
He's not there.
My brother Eric. Eric's not on the plane. He's not on the plane. I love you. You saved my life. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Trust me on this.
On three, you will be awake and alert. 1, 2, 3.
He's alive, isn't he? I remember now. He wasn't on the plane. He wasn't on the plane, was he?
Open the door. Somebody is here.
Cops? got the cops. He's got my coat.
What's he doing here?
Home sweet home.
Police are still searching tonight for Chance Harper, a madman on the loose wanted in a string of robberies and homicides, including the attempted murder of 2 police officers.
Where's Joe Friday when you need him, huh?
Now what's he doing?
That's my phone. Hello, is this 555-4FEX? It's Kitten there. It's Loverboy again. What's that? $12.99 per minute. Action. No problem. All right, you ready for this?
That's my wallet and my credit card.
Chance Harper. 2763.
That's it. He's got to go. Wait.
01. Expiration date.
Hey, what the? Get there!
Hey, Chance.
It was really dumb.
I thought we were friends.
Call 911.
See, I don't see them anywhere.
Must have gotten away when I wasn't looking.
Of course, unless they're stupid enough to hide in here.
Don't do it.
Let's see. Paper covers rock. Scissors cut paper. Rock breaks scissors. Gun shoots light bulb. I win.
Electricity beats gun. I win.
Open. We ran it front page, exclusive. Ha! Guess his political ambitions may have to go on the back burner for a while.
Hey, wasn't there something else on this roll?
You mean these?
I wonder what happened to her.
You didn't hear? She got up on the roof of the hospital somehow. She's dead. I'm sorry, I thought you knew. You all right?
Oh, she found what she was looking for.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Very funny.
Sorry. I have to go to work. Where's my car?
Downtown, I'll give you a ride.
Get some sleep. You look like brick.
If I remember correctly, the last time I managed to fall asleep, it was you who woke me up.
That's what you get for answering your phone.
Is that your bag?
Not my bag.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
What are you gonna do?
Open it?
Open it.
Yikes! Money!
There must be over $1 million in cash here. I wonder who you steal $1 million in cash from.
Nobody very nice, I'm guessing. Hey, where are you going?
That's okay. I'll walk.
I hate when this happens.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Strange Luck. What I would like is a photo for my front page.
That's a woman with a gun to her head.
They want $2.5 million for her return.
Your daughter.
If you cause any harm to my Jensen, I will personally kill you.
Strange Luck, next Friday on Fox.